Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be going through all of these journals and notebooks that I use. Some I use like on a daily basis and others I use like routinely or when I go on travels and stuff. So let's get started because I have a lot. So first is this passport for the national parks. It's not really like a journal, but I just like that you can document which national parks you go to. You can put stamps inside and get like stickers and stuff. Let me show you the Grand Canyon one because I've been to the Grand Canyon, the Pearl Harbor Museum in Hawaii, and also like the Golden Gate Bridge. Those are the only ones that I have documented in here. So let me show you the Grand Canyon. So this is the Grand Canyon page. I have like the sticker on top and then the stamps on the bottom. And I also wrote down what hike we had done. So yeah, I like that you can document what national parks you've been to or even like state parks and stuff. And it's nice to support your national parks. Next notebook I will be showing will be my Paper Republic one. Well, inside are two different notebooks, but the outside is the Paper Republic leather. And then inside I have two notebooks. The first one is this free one from Hobonichi. I use this to document Oliver's reactivity when we do training, going to classes, and to see like what his triggers are. And it's just like a grid notebook. It's actually a really nice paper. And then the second one I have is this Sterling ink one. I actually wrote this to eventually give to my boyfriend. So if you're my boyfriend, please skip this notebook so you're not spoiled when I eventually give this to you. Okay, I think he's gone. So this I use to document like our dates, when we met, like our first dates, and then like after that, like our other dates, our travels, when we talk on the phone, when we FaceTime, like gifts to each other and everything. I like to document all of that, and then I'll eventually give this to him, and if he like misses me and stuff, he can read it because we're long distance. And yeah, that's what I use these notebooks and this Paper Republic outside leather notebook to hold them together. Next is this Moleskin notebook. I don't know where I got this from. I just found it empty one day. It says, "You can't do epic shit with basic people." It's basically my junk journal, so I just put like random scraps in here, and also like I've done like K-pop stuff. Like here is like Schumann from EXO, and some like Everglow, ATEEZ, Yoojung from Weki Meki, and I also have like postcards in here from friends and stickers. And yeah, it's just fun to junk journal. This next book is my planner, my daily planner. I use this almost like every day. This is from Hobonichi. I have this clear cover on the outside that is like the dog's floating ears. I thought it was really cute. And then I also had this blue and orange cover. So this clear cover goes over this blue and orange cover. And then I have my Hobonichi inside, and I just like document what I do every day, to-do lists, my thoughts and everything. Sometimes I do wish the paper was a little bit like bigger, because sometimes I feel like I have to bullet my list, which is why I think next year I want either the Take a Note planner or the Hobonichi Cousin, depending on like what covers come out. So yeah, I do like this, but I think I do want something bigger for next year. So this is my traveler's journal. This is the first one I ever purchased. I bought this at the Mido store in San Jose at the Santana Row store. I really like the quality of the leather. I believe this is chocolate. And then I also had gotten one of the brass clips. And then these are just some pins that I got at a book signing. And initially I was going to document my travels in here, but I decided to actually change that to like events and stuff. So I put concerts, races, things I do with my friends, car camping, stuff like that. I print out photos and stick them in here and write about it. It's pretty thick. I have like maybe like 2 pages left of this journal, and then I can start a new one insert. But I really like the quality. I also have this traveler's notebook. This one is a spiral one. I actually attended a traveler's notebook company event in November of last year in San Francisco. They were hosting like an event in like on the west coast of the US, and so I was able to attend one. I made this there. You get to choose the spiral color. I chose the silver, and then you get to choose the paper. They have tons of different paper, but for this specific journal I made, I only wanted orange paper because orange is my favorite color. And I wanted this just to be strictly all my like travels. So I documented like my travels to Hawaii, my travels to Vegas, my travels to Alabama and Florida, and then my travels to Salt Lake City. I print out photos. I keep like junk when I go to my travels. Like I would tape that in here, stick it in here. So that's why it's kind of thick already. And I still have so much like left of this notebook. I'm like, oh my god, how fat is this gonna get? This next journal is actually, so the cover is from Galen Leather. It's one of their like mistakes, but I haven't really seen what's wrong with it. And it's like a nice, like almost like purple, dark purple color. And then inside it, I use this notebook as a hobbies journal. So this one is from Sterling Ink. It's their N1 planner. I got this in a nice like tweed, and this journal was also a mistake, but so far I haven't like found anything wrong with it. And so I document like when I exercise, when I go running, when I watch a TV episode, when I cook, when I like finish a book, all that kind of hobby stuff. I write that down in here. And it's just nice to like look back on and see like what I've done the whole year hobby wise, which I think is really cool. And then I was going to start a reading journal. I like got this insert to do a reading journal, but then I kind of got fed up with writing it because I would copy that and then go into Goodreads and Fable and Storygraph and do the same thing. So I just kind of gave up on the reading journal, but I do use the hobby journal. I like being able to document like all the hobbies I do and when I do it and like stuff like that. This last notebook is also, this outdoor cover is from Galen Leather. I really like this green. It's super nice. This is the B6 size. So I had gotten the 5-year journal from Sterling Ink as well, and this is the B6 size. I wanted the B6 size because it's a good like in between A5 and A6, and the B6 is like perfect. So I've been almost consistent with it. Like I do have stuff written in it every day, and I actually had gotten this on August 30th, so almost a year of having this, and I've been like pretty consistent, and I really like it. And I also had gotten this pencil board from Hobonichi. It just reminds me of like Alice in Wonderland. I think it's so cute. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to keep up with this for all 5 years. So far, a year has come and gone, and I'm still using this. So that sounds like good news. And you do get like a ton of pages in the back too. So like after I finish the 5 years, I still have like a few pages I could add into this. So maybe I will have this for more than 5 years. So those were all of my journals. I hope you enjoyed learning what I use them for and everything, and what brands I use. And I'm hoping to maybe stick with some of these for next year. I don't know if I will use this many next year. I think I want to try to consolidate some into just one. So that's why I was thinking of getting like the Take a Note one or the Hobonichi Cousin, because those are bigger and I could write more in it and track some similar things in it as like the hobbies. Like I could probably combine the hobbies journal and the planner into the Take a Note or the Hobonichi Cousin. So I'll see which one I like. And then maybe I'll do an update of this video when I decide which planner I'm going to get and do an unboxing then when I receive it. If you like journals and planners and stuff, leave comments down below of like what you like, what you use, what you're going to get for next year. Let me know if you use some of these same ones as well and what you use them for. Thanks for watching.